What was the backstory on Amgen, given that you really didn't have pharma background? Obviously, a terrific amount of leadership background, but what was the connection to Amgen, Kevin?
It was a completely idiosyncratic thing, Gary. At the time, 1992, Amgen was now a profitable company, had about $1 billion in sales, had two products on the market that went on to be just enormous products. I used to say if we were a movie studio, the first two movies were probably the Star Wars series and the Titanic, and that's a great way to start a company. It's a flywheel of cash to invest. And they were really the people who ran Amgen had a very strong view that the pharma ethos was much more sales and marketing. And Amgen wanted to be, and still does want to be, a science-based company. So the idea that they'd hire a president from pharma and infect Amgen with pharma badness, this is 30 years ago, was just seen as impossible. And so they hired a guy, me, who clearly could move around between technical industries. I did GE, I'd been general manager of a bunch of stuff, and said, hey, this guy can learn pharma or learn our business, biotech. He can learn the science. And frankly, if you hire a president and the guy doesn't work out, you just fire him and get another one. So it's not like the bet you make hiring a CEO. So I was just enormously fortunate. I'm grateful to Gordon Binder to my last breath. He was my CEO, and as we said in the pre-show, a former Navy guy, and we just instinctively knew what the captain did and what the executive officer did. He was a great captain, and I hope to him I was a good executive officer. And so that was the theory. I mean, it was, hey, this guy's good at what we need. He isn't infected with pharma badness, and he'll either learn the science in our industry or he won't. And if he doesn't, we just fire him. And I had enough time to learn, and I'll probably answer the obvious next question, which is how the heck did you learn that stuff? And here's how it was, and this is where the submarine stuff came into play. To be certified as a chief engineer of a submarine, you had to take a battery of tests. Your knowledge had to be so in depth. I knew the theory of operations, the metallurgy, everything, the physics, everything you could know about a reactor plant. I could take that thing apart in my head. And that level of knowledge, or that approach, I brought to the study of biology, and it clicked in my head. Hey, human biology is the world's most exquisite n-dimensional automatic control system. And I knew about automatic control systems. And so I got some scientists to help me learn, and I was able to learn enough of the science that I could participate. I didn't have any insights, of course, but I knew what the right questions were, and the scientists respected me because I worked so hard. And I actually took almost a year off at the instigation of a board member to basically study science, study medicine, go around and talk to the heads of R&D every place. So I really, really, in a way I hadn't done since the Navy, learned it. And I'm glad I did. It was important that I did that.